This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Stephen Colbert has announced the end of his show. It will be on tonight's broadcast, if you want to watch it on CBS, 11:35. If you don't want to wait until then, I can give you the CNN version of it. CNN has a story out there. CBS is ending the Late Show with Stephen Colbert next year. And they have speculated that it may be because Stephen Colbert went after CBS and the deal that they're trying to make with Skydance to sell the company to Skydance. And so let's go ahead and play it. But Stephen Colbert, May of 2026, will be his last show. May of 2026.
Breaking news, CBS is canceling The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Colbert just making the shocking announcement at his show taping. Now, it's unclear why the show is canceled, but it comes after Colbert spoke out against his parent company, Paramount's $16 million settlement with Trump over the editing of a 60 Minutes interview. In fact, here's what Colbert said just a few days ago.
Now, I believe that this kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. Because this all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner, Skydance.
You're on.
Now, hearing that show is canceled. Brian Stelter's out front. I mean, Brian, what more are you learning about what is, frankly, a stunning announcement? When we were talking about it, just found out about it here in this commercial break, I said, wait, what? What just happened?
It really doesn't make any sense from the normal business logic of television goes like this. Stephen Colbert is the highest rated program in late night television. He beats his competitors. He's been going at it for 10 years, and frankly, he's been on a hot streak lately. So by the business logic of television, normally he would be in a very safe spot. However, CBS says this is a financial decision given the difficulties with the entire late night sector. And there is some truth to that explanation. I reported a couple years ago about the Late Show ending with James Corden because it wasn't profitable anymore.
Right, yeah. James Corden left because it wasn't profitable. Stephen Colbert is leaving. But will this make Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon more popular because now there's less to choose from? Or will they go the same way? I don't know. We'll have to see. But Stephen Colbert is ending May of 2026. Let's get some more here.
There might be some rationale to this CBS announcement, but almost everybody, upon hearing about this, is connecting it to the Paramount settlement from 2 weeks ago. Because as you said, it was just 2 weeks ago that President Trump struck a deal with the parent of CBS, that $16 million settlement. Of course, Trump later said that there were other terms on top of the $16 million. He referenced getting public service announcements from CBS, for example. And all this comes as one owner of CBS CBS, Sherry Redstone, is about to hand off to a new owner, David Ellison, and his company Skydance Media. There have been speculation raging online for the last 2 weeks about whether Skydance was going to try to push Colbert out. In fact, this had been such a hot topic that Colbert came back from vacation on Monday and he made jokes about it. He said he had a new mustache and so the new owners wouldn't be able to find him. So on Monday, Colbert was joking about possibly being in danger. On Wednesday, he found out his show was being canceled. Tonight, he announced it. And this all takes effect next May, Aaron. So he does have one more season. But this means one of the staunchest Trump critics on television will be leaving.
So and then the anchor here talks about the reason why she thinks this happened so quickly.
And incredible to think, and I know we will learn more here in the coming days, how quickly it all seemed to fall apart.
Okay, how quickly it all seemed to fall apart. Remember that.
And things like this generally don't fall apart all of the sudden.
Now it all fell apart so quickly, but things like this don't fall apart so quickly. All right. Well, who knows? I'm sure that Stephen Colbert will address it more tonight on his show, and it would be interesting to see the last 9 months of the show, and if he restrains himself or if he goes even more over the top. That will be interesting to watch. I think CBS made, I don't know whether it's a smart or stupid decision to cancel the show, but it's a smart decision to keep him on for 9 more months because everyone will now want to listen and watch and see if he goes after CBS and Skydance.
Couple things with that is that also CBS or Skydance, whatever, they own Comedy Central.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which is what has The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Oh, they could move that over, easily.
Or they could cancel that as well. If that is the line of thinking, if it's because to appease or whatever, or whatever the reasons are, if it could fall into that line, that's up for it. And also remember, Fox News, they've been number one. They've been beating the broadcast late night shows for the last at least 2 weeks in a row straight.
Yeah, with very little money. I mean, it's just 4 chairs.
Yeah.
They don't have any celebrity guests. They don't fly anybody in. They don't put anybody up in any hotels. They don't have remotes that they do. They
just
do
got their
nothing.
5.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But I don't think that, at least in my opinion, I don't think that Jon Stewart, I think, goes back and forth, and he
does
a lot more than Stephen Colbert does.
Yeah,
I think you're onto something there, Crozier. I think they would put Jon Stewart in this slot and make it a less expensive show.
Well, they say they're doing away with all late night programming.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, it's done.
Really?
Their late night programming is.
What do we go back to? Movies? Remember there was a movie after the news?
Yeah, right.
It was like a movie of the week.
Yeah, because they started in '93 when they pulled Letterman over from NBC when he didn't get the Carson gig.
Yeah, right.
So that's what started late night for CBS.
Wow, man, oh man, what a run! It will be interesting to see if they what they do with that slot, though. What they put on some,
Tim Conway Jr. show.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going.
I like it.
Have a big announcement tomorrow on the show. That'll be our look ahead. Big announcement tomorrow on this program. But it will be interesting, because CBS also used that show to sell a lot of its television programs to the nation. A lot of people came on and promoted CBS shows or CBS Sports. Jon Stewart from Comedy Central, and they don't have that platform anymore. After this program, and look, if they fired him because he hates Trump, then why would they allow him to be on for 9 months?
Yeah, right.
Then he'll go crazy.
Yeah, right. He's gonna go
right. You think the Trump hatred was thick before? Wait till he has nothing to lose.
Glory.
Yeah. So they could also end that early too. If he comes out tomorrow and goes crazy on Skydance and CBS, 60 Minutes and Trump, they could also say, you know what, we're just gonna wrap it up here. It's not working out. But I wonder how Letterman feels about it. Letterman, that was Letterman's show. It was a late night. He started that thing. And he was pissed when he left because nobody asked him who he thinks should replace him. CBS made that decision without even conferring or even asking or talking about it.
What do you think, Dave?
With Dave Letterman.
Crickets.
That may also be one of the reasons why he was pissed.
Yeah.
Because when Letterman left late night, he just got angry and got political, and he
Grew the beard.
Yeah, he left comedy and jokes behind. Leno's still doing stand up, and he's he's out there just still banging it out. He's got more money than he could ever spend, and yet he still goes to Burbank and yucks it up at the Laugh Factory or the Comedy Store. But Letterman didn't. Letterman shut it down and did that show. No introduction necessary, and it was all just grim.
I tried watching
serious.
the first one, and I was like, oh.
I was with you. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, right. I couldn't take it. But I wonder what Stephen Colbert will do. Look, he has a huge audience still. He could get into podcasting or go on to another network and have a huge platform. He could be like the top 10 or top 5 show in podcasting immediately if he decided to go that way.
He doesn't. I mean, yeah, and for something like that, he doesn't need the quantity of writers.
Right.
It's a cheaper gig for him too.
And
I mean, he's a smart guy. He's quick, funny.
Right.
I mean, generally, yeah.
And you can make a lot of money doing that.
Oh, yeah.
A ton of money. I mean, look at Joe Rogan. He just signed his second $100 million deal. That's where a lot of the money is. Bellio, let's see if we can get on some of that money.
You got it.
All right. Thanks, little buddy. I appreciate that.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
Conway's in the can. Just so everybody knows. Here he comes. I see him running in. It's the beauty
how
of
does
having
he
him
like
honored.
it being called out? Yeah.
He's casually strolling in, too.
He doesn't care.
Okay. No, but after Shaquille O'Neal left the set to go take a dump, the gates open. So now you just
that right?
Shaq time, man. Before we get into the keyword, this is so great. There was somebody in Air Mix that was complimenting Angel Martinez and how great she looked last time she was here. And then I said, that would be great if her mic was potted up and she could hear that. And Bellio says, she's not even here today. That's how much you notice.
That's right. Did you notice she's not in today?
I did not.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But this is her first day off, so she's deserves it.
This week.
All right. Keyword to try to win some cash. Here we go.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. That's credit. CREDIT. Enter it now at KFIAM640.com/cash. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 1-800-9-MILLION. That's 1-800-9-MILLION or sweetjames.com.
There you go. KFIAM640.com/cash. Keyword is credit. CREDIT. And you could win $1,000. Yes, sir. Go get that cash. Look, someone's going to win it. Might as well be you. Right? Get that cash. Enjoy yourself. I was looking up. Croce, you're a music guy. Bellio, not so much. Maddie, I don't know.
Rude.
Steffush, I don't know. But
Foosh is a big music person.
Are you, Steffush?
Yeah, he is.
I know stuff. Yeah.
What's so I looked at public domain songs that are in the public domain, and there's a lot of them. Songwriters get special protection when they write a song. I think it's the life of the artist or the writer, and then 75 years after they die, they have a tremendously long period of time before their songs go public where anyone can record them without having to pay royalties. So here are these songs that you can record and sell, and you don't have to pay any royalties on. One of them is one of Bellio's favorites. When the Saints Go Marching In.
Oh, I love that song.
Bellio's always doing
Thank
that. Oh,
you.
when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
I think of Crow now when I think of that song.
Why is that? Oh, for
he loves New Orleans.
Yeah.
But that's not his team.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. He got married down there.
Yes, sir.
Got married
By a
in
voodoo priestess.
Yeah, some kind of a devil worship thing.
Yeah.
Is that what it
A
is?
little gree, take a little hair, take a little spit, and put it in a little bag, and some cornstarch on the ground.
Hey, look, I think those those marriages have certainly every bit as shot as the regulars.
Thank you very much.
What the hell?
What's the purpose of the cornstarch?
It's all part of the ceremony that they use.
Did you do any blood brother things where you cut you and Jenny blooded up together?
Not blood, but we had to like share a piece of wormwood in our mouth.
Is that right?
Had to bite down on it. Yeah.
What did that whole thing run you? Was that a discount?
No. We had to bring in some. We had to do a little search for a couple things, couple items that like a rose and some pastry and some other things like that we had to bring to her as offerings.
And is that a popular way to get married down there?
I don't believe so. No, we happened to. I bought my ring on Royal Street, just south of Bourbon, and in the jewelry shop, I asked the lady because there's only one church in the French Quarter. And they had told me that it's 24/7. You can come in anytime and do it. But when I got there, they said, "Oh, no, we're all booked up." And I'm like, "Huh?" So I asked the person at the jeweler if they knew somebody that could get us married because we had the license that day, and her neighbor was a voodoo priestess.
Wow. That's spontaneous at everything in your life. Getting married.
Totally
it's just, it's like going to a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
All right, another one is Happy Birthday. Bellio, I know you enjoy that song. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, I love it.
Happy
Especially on my
birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Crozier's birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, next
Kelly's.
week, isn't it? Yeah, my
July
sister.
30th.
July 30th, which is what, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
From yeah.
Are you taking your birthday off?
Yeah, I'm taking that week off.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you for?
Whoa.
Hey, what did you say, Stephanie?
Well, that's what Conway always says.
What are you for?
No, yeah, you were in third grade taking your birthday off?
No, I'm married.
No, if you take the whole week off, I give you a break on that. But just to take your birthday off.
I wouldn't just do it for one day like that on my birthday. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I agree with you completely on that.
Yeah. When you celebrate your birthday after third grade.
No,
it's like
people should be able to take their day and just do whatever they want.
Yeah, I didn't take it off because it's my birthday that week.
I'm going to stay on high alert
Yeah,
there.
right.
Until I talk to Jen, I'm going to stay on high alert. But the real celebration should be the moms. She was doing the huffing and puffing and working.
I agree.
And that's why we have Mother's Day.
Yeah, but they should be celebrated on the birthday before the person who was born. Like there should be what was your mom's last name? Did she go with Crozier?
My mom's last name? God, Eckerd.
Eckerd. Okay, should it be happy birthday or thank you, Miss Eckerd, and then Crozier. Then later on in the afternoon.
Very complicated.
It is. Yeah, Hallmark doesn't make a lot of those cards.
Oh my God, no, not for my life.
Another one is Home on the Range. Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard the discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. I don't know this one. Polly Wally Doodle. Is that Polly Wally Doodle all day?
Doodle all day.
Oh, okay. All right. That's another one. What is Simple Gifts? Anybody know that one?
No.
Simple Gifts. Simple gifts.
Now there are.
Here is your simple
gift. Simple gifts. Simple gifts. Here's another one. Oh, Pomp and Circumstance. I know that one. I know. All right. That very.
There's not words to that.
No.
No, it's for graduation.
Yeah. Jeannie with the light brown hair.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair.
I don't know if that's
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah. That might be it. Give my regards to Broadway. Give my regards to Broadway.
Oh.
That was done. Remember the miniature frog on Warner Brothers? He used to sing that.
Yep.
All the time.
He used to do it all the time. That's how I learned about it.
Everybody Loves My Baby. That's another one. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody Loves My Baby.
I feel like most of those were featured in Looney Tunes cartoons.
That's how I learned about a lot of these songs.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one I recognize.
Bugs doing the Genie with the light brown hair.
This is a public domain songs. Ain't We Got Fun? That's when you see commercials all the time.
In the morning, in the evening.
Ain't we got fun? Yeah, that's you see it in commercials a lot. This one I don't recognize. Yes, we have bananas.
Yes, we have bananas.
Yes, we have bananas.
Well, we have no bananas.
Yeah, we have no bananas.
Yes, we have no bananas.
We have no bananas today.
Wow, that's amazing that you know that. Here's one: the Japanese Sandman. How's that go, Bellio? Do you know that one?
I do not.
You do not. All right. Rhapsody in Blue. Rhapsody in Blue. George Gershwin.
Yeah.
Anybody? No?
Yeah. It's an instrumental.
Okay. What is that?
The Japanese Sandman.
Oh, let's hear it.
Sounds like every other song from back then.
Yeah, right?
It's for a foxtrot. It's for dancing.
Can you imagine if somebody turns on KFI right now? They don't hear us. They just hear that.
People are going, finally! I knew if I waited long enough, they'd go back to it.
Is this KFI?
Hey, doll, let's go split a malt shake.
That's classic.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
I don't know. It's by the way, it's Conway's show. If who cares? Right? This school bus that which I believe is just off the 5 freeway between the 170 and the 405 or the 118, and it's south of the 5 freeway, just off the 5 freeway, north of the 170. For all you geography nuts out there, and this bus, Pertner did a cartwheel, slammed into 5 or 6 cars, sending 2 people to the hospital. And I looked at it 20 times. I still couldn't figure out how that happened, how that bus was going that fast, and how it made that turn and why it made that turn. But it was a radical crash. Wow.
New video here of a frightening crash along Arleta Boulevard today that involved a school bus.
Bang.
Investigators say a vehicle hit the bus, causing it to spin out of control and crash into other cars. Fortunately, there were no students on the bus and no one was seriously hurt.
You know, yesterday we did a story about Kohl's closing. That's the place that's been putting together French dip sandwiches for 117 years. And now it's going out of business. August 3rd, I think, is their last day of operation. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that's the last, beautiful place that'll be closing downtown. No, the Mayan Theater. It's been open for 98 years. It opened in 1927. The Mayan Theater opened in 1927, and they're not going to make it to the 100th birthday. That's closing as well. Everything in LA that has any kind of history is closing up shop and splitting.
What is up this year? LA in a minute, and another Los Angeles landmark will be closing as the historic Mayan Theater will shut its doors at the end of September.
LA in a minute, man. This guy's the best.
The Mayan Theater stood proudly for nearly 98 years in Los Angeles as an architectural icon and a cultural beacon, and it's another difficult to fathom blow for downtown LA. Let's get into it. The Mayan announced their final curtain call on Instagram earlier today, first announced by the Scene Star and DTLA Insider. The Mayan Theater opened on August 15th, 1927.
How about that? It opened in 1927 and it's closing. What is this guy's name? Evan, right? Is it Evan? Is it Evan Lovett?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what a memory I got, huh?
The Mayan Theater opened on August 15th, 1927. Commissioned.
This guy's got the greatest voice to do these retrospect or, these historical features on Los Angeles. That's the perfect voice to do it.
Commissioned by oil magnate Edward Doheny and designed by the renowned architectural firm of Morgan, Walls, and Clements. Doheny was trying to reinvigorate his reputation after the Teapot Dome scandal, and he wanted to start a theater district distinct from on Broadway in downtown L.A., initially billing the Mayan as L.A.'s only exclusive musical comedy theater.
And wasn't the Mayan, maybe I'm mixing up with another theater, but wasn't it a porno theater for a long time? Wasn't it an X-rated movie theater? Bellio, maybe you're not the person to ask.
I'm not.
Yeah, I figured. But Crozier, wasn't it a porno theater for a while?
Yes, it was,
Yes,
Tim.
it was. Okay. Sorry, I got to the right source there.
Hey, I slept in a few in my time.
Is that right?
Well, when I was homeless.
Oh yeah, because they're 24-hour joints.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
let's talk about that.
Yeah.
None of those. Not that one, but ones on Hollywood Boulevard.
There was one in Ivar in Hollywood that was open 24 hours.
There was a couple on Hollywood Boulevard there.
Yeah.
There was a Pussycat, there was the Cave, and a couple others that were 24 that I needed a place to sit down and rest my eyes for a minute until somebody came up and bugged me.
Yeah, I used that too. Yeah. Sorry, I got to sleep for
Was
a
that
while.
you?
Let me slide in
Oh.
here. Sorry, I'm exhausted. Slide in here for a couple hours.
Yeah,
And just
$6.
Get rested up. But it was $6?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you could stay as long as you like?
Yeah. And then
Did the guy come by with the flashlight?
No, every once like depending on which one it was they like turn the lights on.
Oh,
every once in
really?
a while, yeah. They just stop the movie and turn the lights on just to get
Oh,
people
my
to
God.
Yeah. And the one, I think it was the Cave, was they still had women dancing in there. Like
Okay.
they would play the movie for like half hour, 45 minutes, and then they had a small little stage, and then this woman that really shouldn't have been up there comes up and
man.
tries to get some dollar bills.
Was the porno theaters, the X-rated theaters that were open all night, were there mostly radio guys in there?
I don't know. I didn't get their occupations.
Yeah.
Didn't have very many conversations in there.
Guy leaving the 10 o'clock shift, 11 o'clock, midnight,
Yeah, right.
slide in there before it head home.
Fits their life.
But, and they wouldn't have live entertainment. They'd just be showing old videos.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I was at the tail end when I was it was 88 at the time when they were kind of going back and forth.
Right.
Stop the movie, lady come out, couple minutes, go back in, start the movie back up again.
And a lot of those places started where that's the only place you could see porno video. You couldn't see it at home. Nobody had a VCR.
Yeah, right. Then video came out, VCRs, and then the little booths happened in the adult bookstores.
Right. But then those theaters went away when everybody had a VCR or DVD player.
Yeah, less and less. Yeah.
Yeah. And so long to sitting next to a chap and, in a coat and with no, free balling it at 11 p.m. in Hollywood.
Pee Wee Hermaning it.
Yeah, right.
But more than music or
But the Mayans closing after 117 or 98 years.
But more than music or comedy or any shows, the draw was the architecture. LA at the time had a cultural fascination with Mesoamerican architecture, with examples from the era being Frank Lloyd Wright's Ennis House, as well as the Aztec Hotel in Monrovia. And that style was brought to life at the Mayan by sculptor Francisco Cornejo, born in La Paz, Baja California Sur in Mexico, who infused the building with intricate and expansive pre-Columbian motifs. Cornejo's intricate yet grand-scale carvings were inspired by the ruins of ancient cities on the Yucatan Peninsula. And
it's great, but it's going away.
Rock and Roll High School and The Bodyguard. 1990s brought another renaissance when restaurateur Sammy Chow and Donnie Sullivan transformed the space into a nightclub and live music venue, initially meant to be...
I'm surprised that nobody can save that. That nobody, maybe they're putting up housing there or, apartment building, whatever. But I'm surprised that nobody had stepped in, especially in L.A., where, there's a million wealthy people that could go in there and renovate that theater.
That's what I was wondering. I mean, if it's closing down, it's just closing down as what it currently is, a nightclub or whatever. I mean, somebody could come in there and buy it, right?
Yeah, or I'm sure that it's going to, they're going to level it. They'll put up a 7-Eleven,
You think they're going to level it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. All right, we got a fire. Let's go real quickly on Channel 7, Steph. We see what's burning here in South Los Angeles. We've got a radical fire. Pallets are burning, in South L.A. Chris Christie is over air.
Outdoor fire apparently containing pallets of hand sanitizer, which obviously contains alcohol. That explains why they are having a little bit of a hard time trying to get water on this fire, or at least trying to tackle those flames there, which are spreading. There's a car fire nearby and even a neighboring palm tree that caught on fire just a second ago. But they should have this under control, hopefully, in the next few minutes. Reporting live from Air 7, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
You know what they do? I've seen businesses like this before. They take expired Purell or hand sanitizer, and then they try to dispose of it. But what happens is they end up putting it in a warehouse, and then some guy has a cigarette, and we're off to the races.
I didn't realize hand sanitizer has an expiration.
Yeah, there was, I think it was, I don't remember what school district ordered like 5 million gallons of it and expired, and they had to pay somebody to take it away. And I don't know what you do with it, once it expires. And I guess you put it in a warehouse and somebody has a cigarette and then catches fire, and the fire department comes out and trains on it. That's what's going on now in South Los Angeles.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
There was a sad day yesterday for Burbank Airport. Avelo Airlines is packing up. They didn't make it. They're going to concentrate on the Midwest and their southern routes, and they're leaving Burbank Airport, which is never good for a city to have an airline take off and forget your beautiful town like Burbank and go elsewhere. It's never a good sign. It's a sign of decay. However, another airline stepped in a day later and took those gates. And that's the coveted thing with airlines. It's gates. You need a certain amount of gates at an airport for an airline to make it successful. And so the day after Avelo left, I'm sure this deal was in the works for a long time. There's a brand new airline that's coming to Burbank Airport, and it's called Breeze Airways, Breeze Airlines. Let's find out more. But Burbank, then they get rid of one, and the next day they get another airline. It's kind of cool.
Well, just days after Avelo Airlines said it is moving out of Burbank Airport, Breeze Airways announced it will be taking its place. The budget airline will start operations there next year. Breeze will take over some of Avelo's routes beginning in March. Those go between Burbank and Arcata, Eureka in Northern California, Eugene, Oregon, Redmond, and Pasco Tri-Cities, Washington, as well as Las Vegas. Breeze will also start a new route to Provo, Utah. Breeze runs Airbus 220 jets that seat 137 passengers.
All right, so Breeze Airlines taking over for Avelo. And Breeze Airlines was great. I do understand how they had money trouble because every seat was like $28. And so I don't know how the hell they made money. I have no idea. But Breeze Airlines coming to Burbank Airport. And Burbank Airport, I flew out of there last week. And I live in Burbank, so I should have known this. But I thought their new terminal had just broken ground. But as we were taxiing to take off at Burbank Airport, I was shocked by how far they are along. They're probably 3/4 of the way done with that new airport, with that new terminal. And so in the next year or so, year and a half, maybe even sooner, we're going to see a brand new terminal at Burbank Airport. They'll take the old one down, and it'll be a much easier place to get in, much more beautiful. Burbank Airport, even though I loved it, I've been going there since I was a kid, it was showing its age. It was just falling apart. And if you went to a new airport like Portland or San Jose, you could see how it paled in comparison. You know, the food wasn't great at Burbank Airport. Everything was really expensive.
Ontario.
Oh, Ontario's great. Yeah, I like Ontario. But I went to, this happened in Burbank Airport. I was flying with my daughter my wife drove with the dog. She got the lucky card. And then I flew with my daughter to from Burbank to Portland. And we get to the airport at, 2:00, flight's at 3:00. And I said, you want anything to drink to my daughter? She says, yeah, I'll take a lemonade or whatever it was. I said, I'll grab a bottle of water. So it was a tiny lemonade. It was maybe, 5 sips and a medium bottle of water. $17. $17 for 2 small drinks. And then there was a place that had a tip. And I said to the lady, hey, where do you find zero? Where's zero around here? Where's zero? And she's like, oh, you're holding up the line. I know, but where's zero? I'm not tipping here. And I was like really aggressive about it too. I felt like such an a-hole. But, I picked the bottle off the shelf. I brought it to her and she rang us up and they want a tip for that? That's outrageous. She didn't make a coffee or a meal or serve it or anything. She sat there. And I said, let me, where's zero? And I found her. I go, zero. And I pressed it pretty hard. And then as I was leaving, she goes, hey. And I turned around and she goes, ding dong. I'm like, oh. No! I can't win. So Burbank is getting a new airline. That is cool. You may have heard the news about Coldplay. They have the kiss camera, the couple's camera, and this couple that wasn't supposed to be together got caught on video holding each other very tightly. And I guess the guy who's the CEO and the woman who is the CFO have been having an affair, and now everybody in the world knows. Everybody in the world. It's the top story on New York Post, all the New York papers, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, CBS. It's on everywhere. And it's the picture of these two together, holding each other tightly. And I'm not sure if she's married, but I know he is. And his wife has taken down all the social media, and now she's got to go through that public humiliation. But here's what Coldplay had to say when they got caught on this, kiss camera.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what?
And then they both take off. He ducks under a bench and she runs.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Yeah, well,
that's Chris Martin.
They were having an
singer.
affair. Did you see that footage, Bellio? It's unbelievable.
I did.
Why would you go to a Coldplay concert with somebody you're having an affair with and sit there while the kiss camera is going around? What's going on with you?
A little too comfortable.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted everyone to know. That's the only conclusion that I can come up
How
with.
horrible for the wife.
Yeah, it's horrible for the wife. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Horrible.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little. I'd like to gather a little more information before
I want to know
bang
what
on
his
him.
I want to know what his excuse was when he went to the concert. Yeah, because that's a long time.
But why would you go to a concert where there's 60,000 people there? They could also see you.
Exactly.
If you're gonna have an affair, you hang low. You go to some city.
Surreal Neil or something.
That's right. You go to a city that nobody knows you and get a cabin that's 80 miles away from anything.
Because Surreal Neil didn't have a Kiss Me Cam, did they?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He did not. He had a fake kiss camera. All right, Bellio, how dare you? We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.